Hello friends, Heather here, and I am back with a tutorial on how to make this cute little tag book. This one actually isn't finished, but I just wanted to go ahead and go through and show you how I'm going to do it. I tend to just fly by the seat of my pants when I'm making my creations, and so that's what we're going to do, and you get to come along on my journey here. Alright, so we are going to start out with this really cute Big Bitty bag, which is the white with the pink polka dots from Really Reasonable Ribbon. Bonnie carries these in many different colors, so the red with the white stripes would also be great for like either Christmas or Valentine's. She has them in like the pink frosting, I think is what they call this pattern, which I love it. It reminds me of ho-hos. I used to eat ho-hos all the time when I was little, so I love them, of course. And there's also like blue and white, which would be really cute like at Easter time, as well as, you know, the pink and white and everything. Okay, so there are those. Oh, you know, she also has itty bitty bags, and they just happen to be right here next to me, so I thought I'd show you those. And they're super tiny. And these are some that I used like at Christmas time. Super cute little bags. Okay, so in my video earlier, hold on for just a second. Okay, like I had mentioned in my previous video, what we're going to do is we're just going to fold our bag over so that we have the part that has a little writing on it here. And we want to fold it up to where it meets the edge here of the back sheet, because we're going to be trimming off this excess. So it's just going to fold up to there. And actually I went just slightly past. You can see that there. And then we're going to use our trimmer. This is like my small one, and I'm going to trim at like the 4.5 mark. Actually, you know, just make it easier, I'm going to go with the 4 1/4. So as my measurement. That way I know that I have cut off enough that I'm going to have my bag open at the bottom. Okay. Next, we are just going to simply fold this in half again, the other way this time, so that we make a little book. And you can use your little bone folder, and if you like, you can use your Score Pal tool to score it if you want first. So voila, you have your little bag that is now going to make pockets. All right, so at the top of our bag, we've got 2 pockets on the front and 2 pockets at the back. Now, if you wanted, how I did this one here is, in order to get the little tags at the top, you're gonna go and you're gonna add your score tape like this, just from this point here to not quite the halfway mark on this side, and then the same here to here. Then you're gonna take it, burnish it so that the one side will stick down. You'll remove the other side of the paper, and then you're gonna fold it back up like this and give it a mush. And that is what's gonna allow you to have kind of like this wallet shape, which will have the multiple pockets here. So you've got your inside part, and so that's going to give you, like I said, 2 pockets on each side. So you're good to go. So 1, 2, and actually even a third. So you've got like, but the third one's going to open like all the way. So if you go with the 2, you're good. Okay. Okay. So now I'm going to show you how, if you want to have some pockets that open on the side, how to put that little book together. So you'll get your score tape out, which luckily I left mine right in the center so I can find it. And what you're going to do this time is we'll get our score tape, and then, well, let me see. Actually, I am going to refold this the other way, up like this. And I am just doing that so that you don't see the this extra stuff here. which if you look, it's where the edge of the bag was. Okay, so it'll all work the same. All right, so now I'm going to take my score tape and I'm going to put it across the top here. And I'm going to cut it right before the fold so that way it can it'll still easily fold. And I'm going to put another piece across the other top. Oh, my cats are having themselves a little play fest over here, so we may hear something in a moment or not. Okay, there we go. So I'm just gonna smoosh those down. Actually, using your bone folder is really good to burnish those, and that way the tape will really stick good. And so it'll be easier to pull up this here. Just get your paper out of the way. All right, and now we're gonna fold this up and just kind of mush it down. Okay, so now we're going to have pockets on the sides instead of at the top. All right, but the good thing about this one actually is that you have, you still have pockets at the top. It's just that we'll have to you can do like a little paper punch or something here with a hole and then tie a ribbon, and that will keep your pages separate. So technically, this one gives you little pockets at the top and one on the side. So it's kind of up to you which one you would like to do. Okay? But the good thing is that I know that probably my tag, this tag will probably fit. Yeah, it fits well in both styles here. Now I'll have to come up with some new tags. So I'll make sure to come up with some that are like this size here and add it to the sheet, so when I'm selling it, it'll work both ways. So you can do either horizontal tags or just the tags that go across the top. All right, so now my front piece. All right, did ink this with Ranger's Worn Lipstick. So you'll just want to do that. Just simply go around. I am not a fancy inker, so I just kind of turn my piece and ink away. And you're going to want to do this all the way around, and then you'll also want to do it for the inside. And because we're probably going to be putting some images of pretty things here, I just kind of give this a little bit of a right down the center, because you're not going to see it. Like once you cover it up, let me see if I got an image available. Here's a kind of a small one, but see how it kind of takes up that. You're not going to see all of it, so it looks real pretty. And that way it still looks like, hey, I've got ink there. Otherwise it just looks real white. So, all right, so why don't you take a moment to go ahead and get your bag together and ink, and then we'll start on the next part. Okay, so I am going to use my Vintage Bingo Clown sheet. And in my other video, I talked about it, about how this is kind of a really cute little clown image I found, and I totally changed it up, and then I got rid of the old outfit and I made it pink with little dots, and I added the cream pom-poms, and I gave it a new ruffly style collar instead of the big heart-shaped one. I added an additional little bow here at the top, and the little heart says love that I added. And then on this one it says be mine. So it's a really cute little image. And then I made the bingo background, and I added the word heart at the top instead of bingo, just something a little different. And so there's many different sizes. I did use this rather large size here for a large card, which you can get all the deets in my other blog post and video. And then I had the smaller one, which I'm going to use here. And then there is also a even smaller one, which fits perfect on my tag bases. So it's like for an ATC. Super cute little card there. And then this one would be good for like a focal if you're doing a size A2 card. And an A2 card simply is just a regular size sheet of paper that you fold in half. Well, you cut in half and then you fold it in half, and that will give you pretty much 2 cards. So see how it's like you just cut it in half this way, fold it, cut it in half, and then cut it the other way. Actually, fold it the other way. All right, back to our little card here. All right, so I am going to make my focal for the front. So I have this piece, and then I'm going to take a piece of pink cardstock. I'm going to add some glue to the back of my image. And of course, I've already misplaced my little pin, but I have my Art Glitter Designer Dries Clear Glue. Whoops. I'm just gonna add some glue, and I am going to stick it on here on my paper. And it doesn't really matter like where you put it on there, as long as you leave enough of an edge all the way around so you can see. All right, and I wanted to show you my perfect layer rulers. I've talked about them a couple times, but like here's 2 from the set. This one has like a 1/8 and a 1/4 measurement, and 3/8 and a 5/8 measurement. And I am going to use the 1/8, and you see like I can read that, so I know it's gonna be the 1/8 one I'm using. So I'm gonna line that up with my piece, and you'll see how there's a little lip and it's catching on my piece there. So now I need to get my craft knife. Here we go, and get all my stuff out of the way. I'm just dropping everything on the floor. Very typical. So I'm just gonna cut that, get that out of the way. And you'll see how I have this nice little mat here. So, very cool. All right, sometimes, like when you're using cheaper cardstocks and paper and stuff like that, like if it doesn't get caught, what you can do is you can just kind of lift your little edge up here a little bit, and then it'll catch. So make sure I got that. There we go. And I'm going to do that on this side. Okay. And I'm going to just kind of come through here, give that a little lift up. There we go. Yeah, I used like really thin paper this last time. A lot of times I distress my edges too, just because I like that, but lately I've been going for the like a clean look just for fun. Try it out. Okay, and then the last side, I just want to make sure I'm getting everything stuck. There we go. There we go. All right, so now I have my wonderful matting that is the same all the way around. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and distress this, and I just distress by using my craft knife. And I'm just going to go all the way around. I'm going to continue to do that, and then I'm going to ink it with the Ranger's Distress ink, which is the worn lipstick. So you can go ahead and do that, and then we'll start on the next part. Okay, I have inked my edges. They're all nice and distressed. I'm liking the way it looks. And then I have also added some score tape across the center of the front and the back of my book here. So actually it's just easier just to open it up, and then that way you can line them up together. And then you'll want to burnish them. And I am going to take some ribbon, and I just have kind of a long piece here, just whatever I have left over from my kit. And I'm going to find kind of the center. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and remove the back of my tape, and I'm just going to put my piece of ribbon on. There we go. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. And just kind of rub that down. And then this is going to form as our closure. All right. I'm going to go ahead and I think maybe I'll do this flat I guess it'd be kind of nice. Usually I use little pop dots, but I think I'll just go ahead and glue this down. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I will be right back. Okay, actually I decided to add a little bead of glue here, and I added some of the white crocheted lace from this month's kit at Really Reasonable Ribbon, and that would be the January kit. And I just put it on the one edge. I'd started to put it on all edges, but then it covered up the whole bag and you couldn't see the bag, and I really like the way the bag looks, so I want to just keep it like this. And I'm kind of lining it up. I just add some more glue so that you still see a little bit of the bag on this side, and you see a little of the bag on that side, and some bag on both of the sides there. So you just want to mush it, and now we have our really cute little front of our card or tag holder. Okay, I will be right back when I decide what I'm doing next. Okay, I have used some more ribbon from the kit, the polka dot and the hearts and the diamonds, and this is kind of the layout that I decided that I kind of like for the front. So I'm just going to move my rose out of the way, and my button and my little tiny bow, and as well these ribbons. All right, so let me find my score tape here, and I'm just going to take that, and I'm going to kind of run it across this spot right here, and let's see. Oh, actually I've just run out of my score tape. What do you know? So, all right, good thing I have more in the basement. So I'm just gonna pick that up, and then I'm just gonna put a little glue right there. And I'm gonna go ahead and set down my first piece, kind of make sure that I get it centered. So it's kind of hanging off the same on both sides. Get a little mush down. I'll put another bead of glue, and now I'm going to put on my little hearts. And I'm just going to trim that up a touch. Let's see if I can do that without making too much of a mess. I thought I had already, there we go. And now I am going to put things kind of where I want them. Have these long tails there. Okay, so I think I'm going to put my button on first. So I'm going to put a big drop of glue, and this is the dries clear, transparent, so you're not going to see it once it dries. Let's stick that there. And then all I did with this is I just tied a knot with a piece of ribbon that was about, maybe 2 inches long. And I tied a knot on it, and I trimmed the edges. So I just kind of went like this, folded it in half like that, where the edges meet, folded it again. And I cut on the fold away from myself at an angle to give myself the fancy little edges, and then I gathered it in the center, and then I tied it with my baker's twine, which in this case happens to be cotton candy baker's twine. So I'm going to add some glue here, and then you'll notice I used the peppermint baker's twine on the button, and I'm just going to put my bow right there and hold that down. And then I have my rose, which I'm going to set on top. Yep, I'm just going to put more glue. I'm going to scooch this out of the way a little bit. And put a big pile of glue. There we go. And this is a 15mm rose from Really Reasonable Ribbon. Voila! Super cute. Alright, so I just wanted you to see how that looks. Very cute. All right, so you can work on that, and I will be back. I'm going to let this dry. Okay, I think I want to add something up here in the top corner. So what I have done is opened up my booklet here, and I am going to use my Crop-A-Dile, and I am going to punch a hole only through the very first page. That way I know that I'm not going to ruin you know, anything else where the tags can go in and everything. So I'm just going to kind of get this a little up in the corner. So you see my hole there, and it's only through that first page. And I found these cute little bells that my girlfriend Jessica gave me. Thank you, Jessica. I think she was doing like a little party for a wedding or something. So I took my little white bow and the little bead off, and I just had the little silver bells. And then I created this really cute, teeny tiny, whoops, bow. Oh my goodness, isn't it adorable? Using my new Bow It All tool and the checkered ribbon from this month's Really Reasonable Ribbon Kit. So I am going to hang that somehow with these little bells right up here in the corner. So I will be right back once I figure that out to share with you how I'm doing it. All right, I decided to take 2 of the little tiny hole reinforcers that I have on my one collage sheet that I'm selling. So you can just pull one of those out, and I have placed it on the inside of my bag, so you see it there. And now I'm going to take my Crop-A-Dile, and I am going to punch the hole one more time here. So now it's through the enforcer on the back side. And now I'm going to take one more, and on this one I inked the edges with the same worn lipstick. And I'm going to get my glue here, and I'm just going to put a little line of glue around here so that it'll hold my reinforcer in place. I'm just going to pop that right on, give it a mush, and now I'll line up my hole here on the inside, and I will do another hole. So, well, I'll just do another punch is what I mean to say. I got to get my extra little piece out. Let's see. So I'm going to open this up and put my Crop-A-Dile in here so I can see. And actually, I guess it doesn't really matter what it is on the inside because I want it to line up and look pretty on the outside. So that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to do the right one. Let's see. I'm just going to try to center it. There we go. Good enough. Okay. So we have that. So now I'm going to get some baker's twine. And I think that I'll use the candy. Okay. All I did was take a piece of baker's twine and I tied a knot to my little ring here that is holding the 2 bells. And then I stuck it through the enforcer, one end, and up through the top. And now I'm just going to tie another knot with a little bow here at the top. Possibly. Sometimes I'm not real good at tying bows on camera with baker's twine. It just seems to take me forever to like figure it out here. Ooh, yay. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna kind of fix my little pieces here, and then I'm gonna re-tighten it. And then you can just adjust it to however you like it, whatever size you kind of want it to be. I'm gonna see if I can get this to come down this way. There we go. And I always get one side because the way the stuff is, the baker twine is made, it always wants to twirl to one side. All right, so we have our cute little bells with our little bow at the top, and I'm also going to glue down now this little bow on top just so it'll look cute. And I will be right back. All right, I used a needle with a large eye and I threaded some baker's twine through it, and then I just ran it through the very back of my bow. And now I am going to take this and I am going to run my strings here, my baker's twine, through the little loop here that's holding my two bells. There we go. And then I'm just going to tie a little knot here, maybe. Let's see how that goes. Alrighty. So now I have my little bow with the little bells. And then I'm just going to thread that through my hole here. So maybe kind of hard to do with one hand doing the one. So let me just move this closer to me for just a minute so I can do this quick. There we go. And then I'm going to tie a knot here at the top just to kind of hold it in place. Adjust my bow and my little bells. And then you can either just let your pieces hang, but I think I'm going to probably tie mine into another little bow. So I'm going to do that and I will be right back. Okay, so now we have our cute little bell ensemble at the top using the baker's twine and some more ribbon from this month's kit. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and start adding some glitter. So I will be back in just a minute. I'm going to grab some glitters, but I also want to show you another thing that you can do with the hole reinforcers is you can outline the edges and add some pink glitter or whatever, and then do a little heart shape with the glue and then add some red glitter. So I'm gonna possibly add some of these on here because I like the way they look too. So I will be back in just a minute. So you want to grab your glue with your fine tip and of course some of your glitters. And I think I'm going to use Cheeky Pink and Garnet. All right, I tied a bow on the side, and so now I'm just going to trim up my tails. So what I'm going to do is I am just looking for the edge of my piece here, and I'm just going to go a little bit beyond that, fold it in half lengthwise, and then cut on the fold diagonally, like away from me. There we go. And so I'll have this really pretty bow here, and you can trim it up to whatever size you like. So let me just see if I can zoom out a little bit so you see the whole thing. There you go. All right, so now I've got my glue up, and now I just gotta grab my glitter. Okay, I went ahead and I added 2 dots of glue here. I've got one right there and one on the other side too. And I am going to use those 2 little pieces, which now I can't find that, oh, there they are, that I had shown you earlier. And I'm just gonna put one here and one over here. And then I'm gonna mush them down. I just think they make cute little, kind of remind me of brads a little bit. So they're just cute little pieces. Give them a mush down. Pretty cute if I do say so myself. All right, so I have number 349 Garnet Art Glitter, and I'm actually going to use number 174 Pink Cadillac. That color goes a little bit better. And I think I might throw in some of number 208 Fauna, which is like one of my favorite colors. So I just need to get a little of my stuff out of the way because I am messy scrapper. And I'm just going to use this card base as my glitter catcher. So let me come up here. And I kind of like to start with my lightest color glitter first. But really you can do whichever color you want to do first. But I am going to go ahead and use these here. And I gotta get my glitters all the way because it wants to focus on those instead of my project here. So I'm gonna zoom in. There we go. And I'm gonna use my fine tip applicator, and I'm just gonna do a simple line, stop at that heart, pick it back up, and then do some like hashtags, I guess you could say. And then I'm gonna come to the side and come down here just to there, and then do another hashtag. I'll do my hashtags over here first, and then I'm gonna just squeeze through here and come back up the side to where I'm just like underneath the bow and you can't see. All right. Now I'm going to take my Fauna glitter. Or actually, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to take the Fauna. And let's just add some glitter. Yummy glitter. And then knock off the excess. This is a really pretty color. And yes, I do have glitter all over my house. And my best online buddy, or my bulb as I call her, Carol, she says she has glitter all over her house too, because now I got her hooked on this art glitter, and so we share in the glitteriness. But here is the Fauna. It looks really pretty around my edges. Gives it just a nice vintage card feel, I think, the Fauna. It works really great on Christmas ornaments for like angel wings or like snow and things like that. It's just perfect. It's kind of like a little mix of colors. I'm telling you, you won't be unhappy if you get it. That is for sure. All right. I'm just going to pick this up, and next I am going to, I guess I'm going to use the pink Cadillac with my glitter. I'm just trying to figure out what it is I want to do exactly. So I think I'm just going to go around and add some polka dots of glue, little dots of glue. So I'm going to do it on the outside here, and I'm just going to evenly space them. So across the top. Hopefully you can see that my camera's light there is kind of glaring off the glue. There you go, you can see now. And then I'm going to do the same thing at the bottom. And I'm just going to kind of do a little different this time. There we go. And now I'm going to grab my pink Cadillac, number 174. Oops. Add some glitter, and then tap it off. Ooh, pretty, pretty. And I'm going to do the same thing on this side. And it looks really cute. Loving it. Alright, so I'm going to set this aside for a minute while I fill my container back up with my excess glitter here. And I just kind of give my card a tap. There we go. And last but not least, I'm going to add some red glitter. And I'm going to do smaller dots on the inner pink layer of my cardstock. So let's see how I want to do this. I think I'm going to go like in between these other dots. So I'll just put one here. They won't be quite as big. I'm going to do the same thing down here. And then I'm going to do some, I think, up here too. So I'll just put one there and one here. And I'm just going to eyeball the rest. turn my piece and do the same thing. And be careful not to hit your glue dots on the other side. And I'm just going to kind of do these until my bell is out of the way here. Oops, he's kind of stuck in some glitter. Alright, so just get him out of the way. And I guess I should have opened my glitter. That would have been a good idea. So $3.49, and that is the garnet glitter. Super cute, loving it. Ta-da! Super cute. All right, let me clean up my mess here real quick. Alrighty. I am super happy with how the front of this has turned out. Maybe I'll go back in and add a little glitter, but I really don't even think I need to. You know, like maybe to his hat and maybe to his little bow. I could add some red glitter. And I guess I could do that now. Why not? I'll do that now. So I'm just gonna kind of follow these little lines on his hat that I made. And do some on the bow. And do some on this bow over here. It's just going to be a whole lot of glitter. It'll look pretty. All right, get my card back. Give it a good tap. Once it's dry, then all your excess glitter will come off, and you can take off any more that you have that you don't want on with a soft bristled brush. So there we go. I'm liking that. I kind of like glitter, so I use it a lot. Alrighty. And I think I'm going to go ahead and just add some pink around the sleeves here, or some glue, and then I'll add some pink glitter. I'm just kind of outlining, but not going over the whole thing, just outlining it. And let's see, I guess I'll go ahead and do the hat. Yeah, I always start out one way and then I always end up doing something different, so that's okay. Now I'm going to outline this heart. All right, I'm going to get my card back, and I'm going to find what I did with that pink glitter, because I'm not sure where I put it, and it's not like it's a tiny container. There we go. Okay, I go this way. Super cute. And you know, I'm going to have to outline the rest of that and put some more fauna on there. So I'm going to do that, and then I will be right back. Okay, our little tag holder book is now finished. I'm really happy with how it turned out. Just wanted to give you a couple close-ups here. And I really like it. So again, this was created using a digital collage sheet from my store. and it's Bingo with the Clown, and there's multiple different sizes. And then I also used the ribbons from this month's assortment at Really Reasonable Ribbon, which would be the January assortment 2014. And you will be able to see live still photos on my blog the 13th of January during the Really Reasonable Ribbon blog hop. So I would love it if you would come and visit us. It'd be lots of fun for you to see all the projects made by the design team. All right, I also did this other card, which I showed you earlier, and it's a larger card. And I'm gonna zoom out here for a moment so you can see the whole thing, hopefully. That's a little better. And I decided to go ahead and add more glitter to this image too, and I just really love it. So the card turned out really nice. So this is kind of more of like a, what I would consider a clean look. I wouldn't say it's simple, but it is clean. And then I have one more piece, which was the original piece I started out, and then I tore it all apart because I didn't like it, and I made it totally different. So there it is, and this is like a tag. And I'm not sure if I've mentioned it, but this color looks way off in the video, so it definitely, you'll definitely want to check out my still photos so you can see that all the colors go together. And just so you know, real quick walkthrough, the ribbons are from this month's kit from Really Reasonable Ribbon, just like the others. And I do have a large rose here, mulberry rose, and I believe they're called the cottage roses. And then I have some mulberry roses here in the pinks, different colored pinks. And so I believe this is like a 20 millimeter. This is a 15 millimeter. And then right over here is a little 10 millimeter. Just so you can know the different sizes in the roses. And it's like, this is pink and this is pale pink. And I do also have some buttons, which are from that Berrylicious collection. So I just want to go over all that one last time before my cat sneaks in here and says hello. So come and join us at the Really Reasonable Ribbon, and please check out my Etsy store. Thank you and have a great day.